Okay, so the cabin top is fiberglassed. That's great. It was quite a mission, but we did it in the end. It's quite a heavy cloth, but I've done that also for strength, to make it a structural thing as well as a protection layer. I'm now going to go over it with some fairing powder, some epoxy with fairing powder. I haven't thickened it up too much, it's quite runny, but I don't want a massive layer. I really just want to sort of flatten out the glass, the fiberglass, and create a nice layer to line out my planks and sort of loft how we're going to lay the planks on the cabin top. So I'm just going to try with this powder and just see how it goes. Hopefully it'll be relatively easy and it won't consume too much product. And then at least it'll be a clean, smoothish surface, but still has good adhesion for the Sikaflex. So we'll give it a go and just see. How's the view? That's alright, isn't it? Don't know. I've actually got the... Well, maybe I'll start up here just for the fun of it. So I've given it all a good sand already. And a wipe down, a vacuum and a wipe down. Now I'm just going to see how this goes. I think it's going to take a lot of epoxy, which is not really what I wanted. I just want to fill it, you know. That's a rough idea. Let's just try a bit more epoxy. Kind of the idea I was going for. It's just how much epoxy we need to do it is the big question. A plastic spatula would have been better, but I don't actually have one. I'm too lazy to go buy one. This metal one will be just fine for now. You can see the cable trenched in the side here, and here is the centre line join, so that's where it overlaps. I'm leaving the fairing powder off that for the majority to try and bring the other ends to the same height and sort of fair that in a little bit. The cabin top itself is very fair. It's quite good, so I'm pretty happy with it. For now, it's just... Also, fiberglass is so itchy, man. I really don't like it. I don't like working on something that makes me itchy. That's another reason we're putting this on, just to try and slow up the itch factor. So here you can see the fillet around the base of the cabin, and then we've rolled fiberglass down and along and trimmed it off the whole way along, so that when we're laying the fiberglass on the deck, that will come up and sit on top of that once we fair that in a little bit. Cool. So.
Which one?
I don't know how it goes. So what happens here is this means forward, and that means up, and that means blood.
Blood, yeah.
So you're going to have to probably flip them, like spin them around for me.
Yeah.
Because I can't do that in here.
Yeah.
And then I might even have to go outside. And depends where it's long enough.
This one.
Cool. And I can try and put that one in here.
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy. I might actually do that one first. Good. Are my pants falling down too far for the camera?
No.
I might try 6'5".
How far until I feel the...
Yeah, go a bit further if you can. Depends how hard it is to screw.
No, it's not so hard. I can go a little bit further. It's easy.
Oh, that's good. It should be anyway. Yeah, that's good there. I wouldn't go any further than that.
Yeah, okay. And it really looks nice.
That looks good, yeah.
How many layers that you put on, Mum?
5 layers.
Yeah.
And I sanded it after the 4th layer. And 5 layers. And also the knee has had his final layer today.
Knee is done.
Yeah.
Now we have a couple of bolts put in it.
Very pretty. What's it like being on a working holiday?
Yeah. Yeah, I like it very much. I really like it. I like helping out, building the boats. And some things I can say, yes, I did this, or yes.
Create memories.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful. Wow. Wow, beautiful. Really nice.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, looks good. Ah. Wow.
Teamwork makes it.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, nice. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
We'll be thinking of you every time we're in our bunkie.
Yeah. No, and hopefully no drip things or other odd things. But yeah, it's nice, really nice. And it's really nice to see it on.
Yeah, it's safe now.
Yeah, wow, good.
Today I'm going to be applying fairing compound to the cabin sides. This will be a rather thin layer. We're not going to build out too much. The cabin sides are quite fair already. We'll just do a layer around the whole cabin sides, let that cure, sand it, maybe with a torture board a little bit, and then apply some very thick epoxy primer. And then start working our way to top coat and working out what colour we want to do. Once again, if the cabin is complete, we have a living example of what the rest of the boat will look like. We can stare at the cabin side colour, which will probably match the bulwarks, the insides of the bulwarks and stanchions, and just make sure that we're happy with it, really. And it's paint, you can always change the colour. It's a nice thing. But preferably only change the colour of the cabin sides, not the bulwarks, if you get what I mean. So hopefully we'll know what we want by the time we're doing the bulwarks and the stanchions. Nice.
What about you, Ivy?
Also got fast hardener.
You put fast hardener in
Well,
there.
it's the only hardener we have because I don't want to buy. I'm using Dave's epoxy.
Frank. Oh, it'd be too stressful for me.
Huh?
Be so stressful.
It's only 2 grams, so I think all I gotta do is do this. I might have to do this twice, but
Better twice than once a sample.
yeah, that's okay.
Just yell out if you do want some help, because I am here. I'll edit some video for you.
Yeah.
If you're stressing about it going off or not being able to do the edges or something.
So at some point we got to fair the boat, well the cabin sides I should say. I bought one, I know, crazy, but it's better for the hull because it's flexible. So that's better for the cabin top and the hull and curves and everything like that. So I can't use that on the cabin sides because we want it flat. So this is a little life hack for anyone that wants to fair. A piece of plywood, 2 little knobs to hold on to. You can do anything. Even we've used drawer handles actually, the round ones. They're actually really good. Just glue and screw them on. And then usually, like you can buy sandpaper or whatever, but usually we use old belt sander belts or new ones because it's very strong. And then you can use a staple gun and contact adhesive. That's so you can do it the same day, essentially. So if you want to make one while you're fairing, then you just do it all at once. That's what I'm going to do. In typical mat world, I forgot to screw my blocks on before I put the pad on. So now I'm going to have to skew them and glue them. Don't rush it. It's always the way. It would be nice to have it like that. Maybe on an angle. I might go for an angle job to see what it's like. Just means I'm only going to go one way with this, but you know, maybe it'd be nice. Worth a try. So I've gone around the cabin now with an orbital, with the Rotex, and then I've gone for a little run with the torture board around just to spot out any spots that aren't, you know, a bit high or low. Done the rounds of the cabin, done my surface prep, wiped down with acetone, you know, a brush off acetone. Now I'm going through with a 2-pack epoxy primer. This primer is very thick. It's made by Wattle. This may not be known by a lot of our viewers, but it's a good brand. It's good paint, and it's, yeah, like I said, it's very thick, so it builds up really quickly. And what I'm hoping is I can apply a coat of this, quite a, you know, thick coat, run over with the torture board again, and just have a look at what's going on. Unfortunately, this paint is green, and as it usually goes in Matt's world, is that the paint shop is too far away for me to go buy white paint, and it costs money. Obviously we've got green paint, it doesn't last forever in the can, so we're just going to use that. Go through one thick coat, sand, and then another thick coat I reckon, and then we'll start going down to whites and working out a cabin side colour. Yeah, it's pretty stinky stuff, but I think it's going to be nice. Another objective of getting paint on is we can go back to our porthole conundrum and draw a couple of portholes. We're slightly well, not in doubt, but we're trying to work out if we want 2 or 3 on each side of the cabin. It's not a big cabin. I know most people would say 3 at a minimum, but we have this massive skylight that gives so much light, and then we've got 2 portholes, maybe a couple of deck prisms in the cabin top, and we'll have sufficient daylight. It's mostly just coming down to how it looks, really, what we like the look of. Yeah, 3 was slightly busy on the cabin sides. 2's a little more relaxed. But we'll see. We'll draw the rings out on each side, 3 on one, 2 on the other, and have a look. But for now, I'm just going to get down and paint. Be fun.